Hello and welcome to the Bood International Circuit in India as MotoGP hits the world's most populated nation for the first time in our 75-year history. We've just had the opening, first ever, historic first MotoGP session here at the Bood International Circuit on the outskirts of New Delhi. And this gentleman right here is the Sadhguru, someone that has a huge following across social media. Incredibly popular within India and around the world as well. He's going to go and take a lap at the Bood International Circuit. So, an opportunity to say hello. A pleasure to meet you. How are you? I'm sure extremely excited of this big lap.
It's been a long time, being on a racetrack. Very years. And so wonderful.
I'm sure excited for it. And how special is it for MotoGP to be in India as well?
It's fantastic because this is a sport where there is a lot of excitement among the youth in India. Being one of the most youthful nations, I think it's a very good thing to bring MotoGP because I think people more identify with a two-wheeled race than with four wheels in India.
Absolutely. Over 200 million motorcycles. I spoke to some Moto3 riders after their session and they said, careful at turn one, the braking marker is pretty difficult. So some advice, look out at turn one.
I'm not doing any great speeds. I'm riding a touring bike, so it's okay.
No lap records, but enjoy. Pleasure to meet you and have fun out there. Great to see you. Guru about to tackle this Bood International Circuit for the very first time. On his touring machine, which he has done thousands of miles on as well. And as you can see, lots of fans here witnessing what is going to be quite the spectacle as that gentleman, extremely popular across India. Another big moment, one of many. We had plenty of celebrities here yesterday as well. Marc Marquez did a lap with one of India's greatest cricket players. Well over 100 test appearances, has taken centuries in one-day internationals and in 2020 cricket as well. We expect to see many more across the weekend as well. So, there we go, as a Sadhguru gets ready to tackle this Bood International Circuit, 5 kilometres in length, 13 corners. It's been interesting seeing it this morning. Let's take a look for the very first time then. Oh, by the way, welcome on inside the paddock, if you weren't already familiar. Let's take a look at the paddock itself. I'm just thinking, this way. I mean, you're not supposed to see this. This is the technical control area. Pretend you're not watching. We're going the other way as well. Sorry, guys. How do we get out of here? This way. Just here. This one. No, not this one. Next one. It's a bit of a maze. Next left. This one. Right, here we go. Is it this one? We're out. There we go. Good news. It's a new circuit. We're trying to find our way around. But here we go. It's the Bood International Circuit paddock area. And it has a feel of Sepang. 3 things that I've noticed then since arriving in India. 1, it's hot. Very hot, actually. Luckily, at the moment, the sun's gone in, so it's just brought the temperature down. These thick blue shirts, not particularly ideal for these temperatures, but anyway, we'll crack on. Secondly, the culture, the foods, the people, incredible. I've already tackled some Indian cuisine, and it's blown me away. In fact, let's run very quickly. Raul, can I just grab you before you go in? I know you're going to be hot. How was it?
Too hot.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny, the track. It was a nice surprise. I enjoy, but it's too hot. We need to see what happened because like this will be very hard races.
Get in the ice bath, go and enjoy. He desperately needs to go and get a Fernandez. Fine, I told you it was hot. As I was saying, yeah, food, amazing, people incredibly welcoming, whether at the circuit, at the hotel, at the airport, ever since we landed. It's been magnificent to be here. And just to experience a new culture as well is always a delight. And it's a real assault on the senses here. So thoroughly enjoying it. And thirdly as well, if there are some Indians watching, You guys love a horn in the car. But I've noticed from where I live in Barcelona, the people of Catalonia use a horn more often than not in quite an aggressive nature. It's, road rage. On the opposite side of the coin here, though, it's just a little toot to the horn, just to let the person in front know that they're coming through, or to the left, to the right. I quite like it, actually, but it is a bit jarring at first, because I'm so used to people slamming the horn in anger, whereas this time it's just a nice little polite toot, shall we call it. But yeah, those are my three big takeaways. Itself has been an overwhelming success so far. There were some concerns coming here with regards to safety. I think a lot of the riders were keen that the safety work that they'd asked, whether it's moving some walls back, just adjusting a few things here or there, were done as they had asked. And it looks as though that's exactly what has happened. All three sessions have gone without hitch. A slight red flag in Moto2, but that was just because a bike was on the track after Celestino Vietti crashed. But for MotoGP, it's been pretty good. 70 minutes, which in the end saw... Who was it on top? I'm trying to remember now. Marco Bezzecchi, there we go. I was distracted by the Sard Guru. With Marc Marquez in second, two Hondas inside the top 10, actually. Joan Mir was 10th. Brad Binder on the KTM, third, after he crashed as well. There's a look over my shoulder to see... in fact, I'm pointing in this direction. I did see Fermin Aldeguer there. Maybe I can grab him in a second, but my director's dragging me down here. So apparently we have to try and get a word with them as soon as we possibly can do. Do we know what we're looking for, guys? Someone's pointing me in this direction. Is it to see the DJ? Or are we going to have a chat with a rider? I'm not particularly sure. But anyway, there is a DJ here. As the atmosphere in the paddock ramps up. But my hope is to try and grab a word with a rider or two. We've got Hervé Poncharal down there. Maybe we can grab a word with Hervé. Right, whilst they decide what's going on there, I'm going to do what we do. Fermin, just come here for a second, please. Very quickly. How was the circuit?
Yeah, a little bit strange because now the track is a little bit...
Slippy?
Yeah, slippy, not too much grip, but yes, it's funny. We have to catch all the reference and enjoy it.
Any corners you like?
Now no, because I'm going like this, but after we can talk, yes.
Go and enjoy.
Thank you.
It's a bit hot, although now that the sun's gone in, the heat, it's a bit better now, do you think?
Yeah, well, we will see after.
Thanks, Fermin.
Thank you.
There we go, good to chat with Fermin. Jake Dixon here as well. We'll grab a word with him just to see how it was. Jake, very quickly, how was it this morning?
Very good, how are you?
Yeah, very good. This is like Knockhill on a Saturday.
Exactly.
Nice and cool.
Mate, the temperatures are exactly the same. I don't know what everyone's moaning about. I feel cold on the bike. I told the team, can you actually put some jackets over me when I come in, because I'm not hot enough.
What is the circuit like?
Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed it this morning. I think this afternoon we need to try to understand a little bit more everything, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Is it like anywhere you've been to before? Does any of the corners remind you of anything?
So difficult to say because some corners do, some don't, but yeah, it's a new track and I'm enjoying it.
All right, go and enjoy it some more this afternoon. Cheers, Jake. There we go, as he wanders off. There's a bit of a crowd gathering here. Do we know what the crowd is gathering for? I'm hoping that... Is there a DJ or what's happening? Sophia, shout to me. What's happening? All right. Okay, there we go. So some Indian female riders. Okay, there we go. Interesting. Do we know when they're coming? I'm fed up of waiting. Why don't we go in this direction and see if we can find some MotoGP riders? I'm sure the issue is, normally, in Inside the Paddock, if you've not watched it before, then I like to line up with some team managers, maybe a rider or two, to be able to get their thoughts as soon as they jump off the bike. But with the slightly longer sessions, it means that the schedule's sort of concertinaed up a little bit, making it difficult to get the opportunity to arrange any chats. As soon as they get off the bike, the team managers want to be there to chat to them. Microphone use, maybe. Needs a little bit of work there. Have we got it sorted? Yeah, I think we did. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's see if we can walk in this direction and try and get away from the noise that is going on. Well, Marc Marquez, as I said, second, Joan Mir 10th. Pretty good start to life for the Repsol Honda squad. I mean, it's to fall incredibly. I'll just very quickly, Stefan, just very quickly, or does he have? I'll walk with him. How was the circuit?
It's nice. It's really nice. The layout is something special, really interesting. It was a nice. I suffered a little bit grip issues, but the rest is okay.
Thank you. I'll let you go. There you go, Rene. I told you I could walk with him. You see, a master at work. He got to his media commitments on time. And I must say, Stefan going to this media commitment in his leathers in 40-degree heat. I mean, whoever organised this, Irene, I'm looking at you. Poor Stefan, he must be sweating through those leathers. He needs to get to a shower. Anyway, he's a super professional. Well done to him. He's going to have to try and withstand the heat for a little bit longer until he can get into the shower. Right, let's see who else we can grab in this direction. I mean, these MotoGP riders are committed to the cause, aren't they? Jumps off the bike after 70 minutes. If the rain does fall again. It wasn't forecast, but anyway, there we go. 70 minutes on the bike. And do some media commitments. Right, we've got Lucio Cecchinello here. Of course, since the last time we joined you, these guys have announced that Taka Nakagami is going to be staying with the squad next year, just chatting away to one of Mark's mechanics about the Repsol Honda squad. I'll wait for him to finish off the conversation and just see if I can grab a very quick word with Lucio. Before that, actually, he's on his bike, though. Didn't stand a chance. He's done me on the brakes from about a postcode away. So instead, I'll just see if I can grab Lucio's attention here to try and grab a very quick word. I'll let him finish short. Sorry, very quickly, Lucio. Sorry to interrupt. We've just spoke with Stefan. He likes the circuit. It's a lot of riders I've spoken to have said that it's not like anywhere else they've been to before. Some very different, very interesting corners. What's been the feedback in the garage?
Basically, every riders, in our pit garage, both riders like very much. They said that, of course, the slower corner are really slow, quite unique, but it's fun. And they are, of course, willing to wait for more rubber on track in order to have a better grip. Of course, they need more laps to understand the braking points because, you have a hard braking and then there is, not so much space to if you miss the brake, you're going to gravel, So that's the tricky point. But looking forward for this weekend.
Seems positive. Anyway, we're saying, were some concerns coming here, but looks as though it's overwhelmingly positive, which is great news. And it looks as though that the circuit should provide good racing as well.
Absolutely. I read a lot of speculations before to come here. A lot of people...
Rubbish, you can call it.
Yeah. They said that, never race in India, whatever. The circuit is great. The facilities are awesome. The people are very welcoming. And we got here very easily. Also, custom procedure, everything was fine. Of course, somebody experienced some delay on the visa, but this is, of course, not really, fault of the current race organization. And we are really delighted and really happy. And also the facility around the racetrack, like hotel and streets and everything is very, let's say, we expect much lower standard, and it's very acceptable standard, and I would say more than I expected.
Absolutely. Just finally as well, since we last saw you in Misano, great news for Taka. Going to be staying with the team for next year. Yeah. You guys are a long relationship. It's going to go even longer now, but Taka brings so much to the team. You must be really happy to have him there next year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great that Honda gave him another chance. Together with us, we will do our best to keep supporting him. He deserves much better results, and this is why we said let's go on again.
Thanks, Lucio. Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you as ever to Lucio. Always happy to speak. And right, we're just coming up to 1 o'clock. I would have another little walk up and down pit lane, but as I said, with the schedule as it is, just checking my Tissot plug there, I'm on air in about 10 minutes for Moto3 Practice 3, so that's all we've got time for. Good news though, well, good news in some regards, bad news in other. Moto E has obviously come to an end. Matteo Casadei, world champion, congratulations to him, but that means there's a free spot on Saturday to get a double dose of Inside the Paddock. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you in 24 hours' time.